and that's why I still be side-eyeing Xavier, because you hunched on that lady.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
Terry out
In
here telling
paradise.
in paradise. And Terry out here telling Gary the mailman, you can't bust these cheeks because I need to find my husband. And
Absolutely.
you left your babies and hunched on that white lady.
It would have to be some long talks. Some long, long talks.
Cause you side eye Gary and talk about some, you ain't telling me everything.
Right.
Xavier.
Welcome back to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your host, CK Caesar, joined by my co-host.
Lola Chanel.
Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button to listen to all the content that we have coming out. Today, we're going to talk about Paradise 4 through 6. Finally, I'm caught up.
All
But
cut up.
first, and I got to commend Lola for she didn't give me no facial expressions because the spoilers was itching off. It was you were acting.
I had to ball my lips because I was like, girl, you ain't even got to the good stuff.
I sure hadn't. And I'm get out the prediction game because I said we ain't gonna see them together. And
Hello.
wrong again on top of the
I
other wrong.
do want to know what Annie's baby got to do with all this, because what was the reason for introducing us to Annie? Only for her to die
Yeah.
while
And
giving birth. I like, are
and
we gonna see her husband? I mean, not her husband, her baby daddy. Is the baby gonna grow up to be some killing machine? What's going on?
but before we dive in,
Before we dive in,
all things pop culture, before I press record, you gathered me on Afro Man. Tell the people who were in the dark as I was. Bring
if
them to
you
the light.
have not been following this Afro Man case, if you don't know who Afro Man was before this week, like I didn't know who he was. Afro Man is the guy who gave us I was gonna take out the trash, but then I got high. But then I got high, but then I got
Mhm.
high. His shenanigans did not stop there.
No, they didn't.
Afro Man was has been being sued for the last, I think, 2 years,
Oh wow.
since 2000. I think they brought the suit in 2003, and just went to trial this week. Well, he was being sued by the sheriff's department. Well, not the department, but by 4 sheriff's deputies, where he lives, because they said that he was disparaging their name. He was a defamation of character and
Character.
some other things. I have thoroughly enjoyed this foolishness. One, because where was he? They were suing him for like millions of dollars. I think like $4 million. It was some outrageous number, and I was like, so the backstory is the sheriff's department raided his house,
Mhm.
and he had footage of it because he has like cameras everywhere in his home. In these videos that he
He pulled a Diddy.
made songs to, ugh,
It was time.
in these, no Diddy jokes. We can't do that. In these videos, he posted all of like the different clips from the different angles in his house and wrote hilarious songs. The most notable 2 songs is Mama's Lemon Pound Cake, where one of the
Mm.
deputies is seen walking into the kitchen, holding his gun, looks over, peeps the pound cake, kind of lowers his gun, and does a double take like, that look good. Mama's Lemon Pound Cake.
I
And
got it.
then there's Look 'em Low Lisa. My God, on tonight, he did not have to do that. He said that woman wanted to eat his wife up like a pizza. You have not gone through this, please. In the videos of the trial, they're playing one of the songs, and Lisa is on the stand boo-hooing because she's testifying right now. And
Right.
they pan over to him because they play the full videos, the full songs
Oh.
Yes, they play the full songs. These songs are like 10 to 15 minutes long. He was like, y'all gonna get these jokes. They panned over to him and he like, this is a masterpiece. He's bobbing his head. And anyway, Afro Man, uh, the jury was on Afro Man's side, and they found him. They ruled in the side of the defense and not the plaintiffs. So Lickum Lolisa and the other sheriffs, they they gets no money. They not getting
Mm.
nothing from Afro Man. He did countersue them, but I think that he's not getting anything from that either. Like, it's just done at this point. But it's just hilarious that they sued this man for money and was like, we can't show our faces. And it would have been over within the 2 years that he put it out because it hadn't made it to the public yet. It was
Mm.
just in their, town. I think they,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they somewhere. I think it's Ohio, Oklahoma. They somewhere. I don't know. I
Start
forgot.
to O.
But they with that, they get nothing, he gets nothing, but now in his getting nothing from them, he has gone viral again and people are listening. I'm people. Mama slimming okay. That song is so funny because why would you say that? Why would you say that? It's
He's
just
about to get another
hilarious.
career. He's about
He
the way the internet works. He could parlay this like what's it, Risa Tisa?
Oh my gosh, because parody songs are so fun because
Yes.
then I got high. People use that song for 420 a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we're coming up on 420.
Mama's Living Pound Cake. Happy birthday to me. I will be celebrating the whole entire month of April. It's my birthday. And then in other news for the blackity black blacks, happy March Madness to all those who celebrate, and shout out to all the HBCUs who won at least one game so far. Shout out to the Lady Jaguars of Southern University of Baton Rouge for
All
winning
right.
last night. They play again tomorrow against the number one seed South Carolina under the direction of Dawn the Staley. Um,
How-
a shout out to the men of Prairie View A&M.
Hey,
They
Texas.
also want shout out to Texas. They also won. I don't know what's in my eye. They also won their first four game. Shout
Oh,
out to the men of Howard University. They made it as well.
wow, they're really
Um,
representing.
oh, they are. It's five. It was five HBCU teams that made it to March Madness. Howard, Prairie View, um, Tennessee State. Shout out to Tennessee State University, Southern, and there's one more. I think Howard women. So Howard women and men made it to the big dance. So shout out to them. And all the HBCUs. I am a SWAC girl, so it's forever the SWAC. Um, Shout out to Dear Mother. But yeah, there goes the sports ball doll from Lola Chanel. I do watch the sports. Talk to me, I talk back.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about Paradise, episode
Woo!
4. A
My God
synopsis.
on tonight. A Home Charge was the name of this episode. Xavier and Annie travel to Atlanta, contrasting life in this new world and the one he left behind in the bunker.
So this is part of my I got to take back kind of what I said because I was like, where's the women? And you were like, the women are in hiding because we are in the apocalypse and we
Mm-hmm.
see women coming out to help Annie deliver this baby.
Yep. A
And
whole village of them.
and skilled in things that are needed,
She still
right? No,
died though.
in the time that's happening, like knowing how to get a baby out, and all like, I'm a nurse or whatever, a nurse's aide, stuff like that. So that was super. That was like, oh, that's cool. One point that I noticed was how Xavier, coming from Paradise, he was looking people in the eye and was like, don't look, don't say nothing, don't acknowledge them, just walk on by. And his mind frame is, we're in this together. Is it
Yeah,
because of his perspective that he's like, I'm going to at least look at you, at least say hello,
that's the thing. That's the southern hospitality.
no matter what.
Because he was like out there. You've been in this bunker for 3 years, 3, 4, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Out here is different. We gotta act like we don't exist because a lot of our people died. We we all coming out of hiding now,
Yeah,
and like people have been clocking Xavier.
this whole time
These
he's fish
last
out
three
of water.
episodes, he is fish out of water. They like you you been out here with us. You look too clean.
Mm-hmm. You
You
ain't got no
look
struggle on you.
you ain't got no type of struggle on you. You looking me in my eye and asking me for stuff that I ain't that people ain't been asking for. Nigga, who is you? Where you come from? Where you come from?
And dodging death left and right, because he done beat up the boy to get the
He
supplies, and somehow done talked his way into getting them to help him deliver Annie's kid. Just like, hell, sir. Oh.
TV magic. He got that charisma. You can't keep him up off. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he got that charisma.
Yeah.
He's gotta stay alive. Stay alive.
Now, you said something before we got on. You were like, why? What's the point? What was the point of Annie?
I do want to know what we learned about Annie Ford. Like, is her baby the second coming? Is that baby Jesus? Like, or are we gonna get a sequence with her baby daddy? Like, do he find him?
Well, we do find
Because
him because he's old boy. Is he not the ringleader at the bunker with the notes? That's him.
first of all, white men look the same. Because I was just, woo, I know people get mad and be
Because
like, all
he
black
shaved his
people don't
beard
look
off.
alike. Booty.
Wow.
Tay, because I didn't put it together when James was out there talking to the people. When I tell you that I was just like, this a new white man. What are we? Why? What's the reason for this baby? And Annie, she dies. Baby, he like what? Do we see the baby? I had no clue, baby. When I say that, I was just like, why are we getting a new white man? What is going on? Episode 6, I literally was like, I have.
Wow.
Oh, see? And this is why I say they got to turn the lights up because I was watching it during the day. I couldn't tell that he was the same white man. I blame them.
You blame them? Okay, sure. Sure.
Yeah, it was the lighting. I couldn't tell. Goggle girls.
Goggle girls indeed. So that was the biggest point of that episode, and then we see that he moves on to meet Gary in episode 5.
Woo,
Quick synopsis.
Gary. All
But
right. Xavier meets Gary and learns what happened to Teri on the day.
So that one, I was like, we go back. You know how Dan Fogelman likes to go back in time.
Yeah.
We learn.
I needed this though. I needed to
Yeah.
know what actually happened to Teri that day,
Mm-hmm.
where she was, who she was with, how did she get the radio?
Right.
And this whole montage is amazing. So we are introduced to Gary the mailman because he finds a friend, and this is why you stop talking to people on these games and telling them your life story. That's dangerous.
It is. But they were right. I mean,
They were right. They had all the things in play.
Mm-hmm.
They had a strategy. First of all, this is why I always say I would have to go meet my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Because imagine they was in bunk beds for 3 years.
Yeah.
With people that they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And could nobody take a shower.
The funk alone.
My God.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know it was rank up in there.
but you know what? I was thinking about that with the water. I think they had to take baths because her hair was different. You don't like they at some point, like I mean, like
TV,
of course the first 21 days
you
is
right,
fine.
you right. She probably, they were at a mail center, so there were other things. They probably did, she was able to go in some of the packages and find a little Miel or a little Pattern Beauty or
Right,
somebody
right. Dry
to,
baths for sure.
she probably, somebody, probably never got their package of hair products and she was able to whoop de doo. But
Right.
and they said she was resourceful. She was able to make penicillin and all other types of stuff when they were finally able to go outside.
I would imagine there will be a level of funk no matter. I mean, because a
I
level of
mean,
funk alone, because
ooh,
just we just gonna have to live with that. But we alive.
eh,
But
but to think about the the
close proximity.
proximity of it
Yeah,
all. I mean, and for me, it wouldn't even be the funk alone. You don't know these people. One of them could be a sleep talker.
that's true.
Somebody could be a night owl. Somebody
Yeah,
might like to do acrobats and bite their toenails in front of everybody and see how long they can spit it to the next corner of the room. Like, you, as a black woman, that
hmm
would send me because I need silence. And there are
oh
people
yeah,
everywhere.
there are. Yeah, you can't get away. You
You
couldn't get away.
can't get away. It was 7 of them
Hmm
and a baby.
Yeah, well, the little kid,
I
like
mean,
down.
he's still a baby.
He is a baby. He's a baby.
He was with a
Yeah.
baby
So I
boy.
at one point I was like, is the baby grown up? That the kid? I'm because Dan it has
So
to be important. But
I
I
was
was
gonna
like,
say,
that's
yeah,
three
like
years.
what's necessary? Like, what are these people's purposes?
Yeah, yeah.
But the baby boy, I guess his purpose was to get Teri to go into hiding
Yeah.
with the mailman and Gary. And baby,
Because she was not,
I
which I was
I
like, that's real. I'm not
Gary,
getting.
hello. She said, "Is that your daddy?" And he said, and she was like, What are you doing? Why you
Hmm
want this little boy? Why you want this little boy? What you
hmm
finna do with him?"
hmm
I said, and that's a black woman right there because
That's
what's your purpose? What's your
exact,
plans?
exactly.
She
I
wasn't.
thought
Terry was that girl.
she was that girl, and I really like the fact that they've been in this place, this
Mm-hmm.
bunker, and Gary tried to put it on her, and she was like, oh, hey, oh,
And that's why I still be side eyeing Xavier because you hunched on that lady.
oh yeah, that's
And
right.
Terry out
In
here telling
paradise.
in paradise. And Terry out here telling Gary the mailman, you can't bust these cheeks because I need to find my husband. And
Absolutely.
you left your babies and hunched on that white lady.
It would have to be some long talks, some long talks.
Cause you side eye Gary and talk about some you ain't telling me everything.
Right.
Xavier. Xavier.
hmm hmm
Xavier.
Well, we'll get there. I hope we get there. My other question is the surprise at the last 3 episodes. Surprise that Gary is a killer. Didn't see that coming at all.
Sure. Sure.
What do you mean?
I still don't understand why he shot him.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't know why. We got in. I
Like,
don't. I
he was just talking about how it's just gonna be me and all the people. Because at this point, everybody has left. Terry and the baby are about to leave because I'm not leaving this baby here with you two men.
yeah.
Y'all not gonna do right by him.
hmm
I,
Yeah.
s-
I don't know his. I don't know. Yeah, that was.
I'm going to assume he did that because maybe he didn't want to be like maybe the thought of being alone and all these people leaving him. He thought that the one person that I started this with might leave me too.
But why?
I need to see episode 7 and 8
Seven.
because I'm so confusion.
Yeah. as to why. I kind of thought maybe he was, I need to eliminate the competition, but there was no competition, or
There was no competition.
maybe eliminate the threat, because he knew that Teri and old boy didn't really vibe together, but that's no reason.
I was
But
about to
they
say,
got
yeah,
along.
she still left.
Yeah, she did.
Now, the little boy saw Gary shoot
Shoot
him.
him. So that's going to be important.
So I need to know in episode 7 because, yeah, what's going on?
For
L'Oreal, what's going
for
on?
for real. Being radicalized, like he was like over time playing that video game and listening to that guy and like, oh,
And
we
he
should do this,
started to do
and
his
then
research, do his
doing research and
Googles.
then seeing things and putting it together. The opposite or the negative side is how you hear about these people who are lonely by themselves, who really
Mm-hmm.
don't have any friends, being influenced over time into doing things that,
That's how we get.
yes,
That's how we get January 6th.
exactly, indeed, and like school shootings where they write this big mantra and different things like that. So
Get them babies out of them dark rooms.
mm-hmm.
Get them babies out of them dark. Take them outside. Let them
Yep,
touch the sun. Do
touch the
something.
sun
Take that video game away now.
and get in front of people. Like he didn't have any social skills because
He had
like
no social
he was,
skills.
when they brought him, he was like reading cards and they were like, we talk to us. You don't need
He
to.
he had a whole speech. He said, I know that we are here together after the big meltdown of the state of the world. And I just want to say to the people, we can do it together. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
But he
So
loved him some Terry now. He took days, weeks to build that radio.
yes, he did. All for her.
All for
Which
her. He wanted her bad.
which
Yearning.
looking knowing what we know now, he's like, oh, the signs are all there. When he first met Xavier, he was like, she's my partner, she's my best friend. I was like, at first I thought they were together, and then he switched, or he kind of made it seem like, oh, she didn't vibe with me or like that. And now we see that yes, he wanted more, she did not.
He wanted that. He said, "Black lady, will you be my sweet love for a lifetime?"
Indeed,
He wanted that.
he wanted that for real.
For
And
real.
then Xavier figures it out in the last scene of episode 5 when
Because he said, "You're not telling me something. She let them read to the children,
mm-hmm,
but you couldn't read to the children. Y'all were so close."
which I liked his explanation. He was like, if Teri trusts him, I trust him. I don't really know you like that.
Because
So
he
I
was like,
like
"Now, you let them with the baby, but I can't be left with the baby. She didn't leave you with the baby. I
indeed.
can't leave you with the baby. I don't, can't leave you with the baby."
Can't do it. Let's go to episode 6, Jane.
Woo! He said that man came out of nowhere and said, "Was that baby born on this day at this time?
1201.
She will be sacked." I thought it was Sinatra, but I didn't realize it was Jane. And ooh, Jane's past is revealed. And we are introduced to Leroy Michelle Buffet in Jane's episode.
Such a refreshing. I was like, hey, sis,
Hey,
it's
black
so good to
lady.
see it.
I
So
love Ryan
awesome to
Michelle
see.
Buffet.
She's absolutely great. She needs to be in more stuff. If we need to start a
Absolutely.
petition, let's start a petition. She needs to be a lead.
Somebody somewhere on the Tickety Talks she is doing this she is pitching the show on TikTok, and I need it to be made, but it's so Negro that I don't think that it's gonna be made.
Back to the show. The Jane is baby devil. Like Jane is a killer. Where
Jane
is this
is
string coming from as
Jesus.
a baby? So I'm like, where is this string of a it went sci-fi it went sci-fi a little bit too much in the
I
fact that who has the strings, because it's not Sinatra at this point.
I'm not entirely sure because it's they're making it seem like, oh baby, Jane is but I think, like she said, she told Sinatra, I need somebody
Right.
to answer to when it comes to these, like I need somebody to lead me. I might
Right.
be killy
She's a
killy, but
soldier.
I can't do it on my own.
She's a soldier, so she needs she needs a mom. Like
She
she
a
needs
soldier, but she is not in the army of the Lord, and that's what needs to happen. She needs to become a soldier in the army of the Lord, cause she's scared, Ryan. She,
What's in the bag? What's in
what's
the bag?
what's in the
You
bag?
said the only reason he got the job is because he has a pink. I was like, oh man, oh, take it back,
Put
take
her
it
under
back.
the jail. Put her under. But if we give her own plot, if we gave her own episode, I need to know what's going on,
Yeah,
what the
like
goings on is.
with the goings on and the person who were sending the messages and
Mm-hmm.
radicalizing the other person, like why was it for her, or was this person radicalized and he just happened to be at that hospital
Right.
at, at the right time? So
Well,
is
what
it
prophecy was he seeing?
right? Are we going to episode of Lost or what? So
I'm intrigued.
very intrigued.
They get, and that's why they needed a season 3, because you're giving me a lot, and not telling me the story. So now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, now what? What's
Mm-hmm.
next?
What is next? So my prediction when I texted you last night or the other night that I'm out to prediction game, I was like, he's not gonna see Teri in season 2, maybe season. I didn't think we are gonna see Teri at all. It's just gonna be looking, Mister. So the fact that he sees Teri after almost getting blown up by Gary is
Hello?
wild in my mind.
So
I'm like,
wild.
what's going on?
What
So
is
the question
going
I
on?
have is,
L'Oreal, what's going on?
I think maybe, I know prediction. Teri may have peeped that Gary may not be all the way there because
After
she
so many
alive.
years of no of all of this, and you falling in love with her, and people leaving you're not gonna be there. You're not gonna be there.
Right, right. So I think Teri ran away. I don't think she was taken. I think she left.
Well, I figured that was the case as well when he shot that man and killed him.
Mm. Mm-hmm. And okay.
Because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
also said they took them all. They didn't take everybody. Everybody
Mm.
left, and Teri was the last ones there. Because remember in the beginning when he first meets Xavier, he says, I was out
Oh
and
yeah.
they were there, and
Mm-hmm.
he took and they took everyone.
Or did they? I don't. I'm not trusting Gary's storytelling
No,
anymore.
I don't think I don't think she was taken. I think she left. I think that the little boy he saw,
Mm-hmm.
Gary never saw the little boy. He runs and is like, "Hey, I
We gotta
just
go.
saw something happen. We need to go."
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So where you think the show gonna end on season 8? Where we going? Yeah, they
So
about
my
to.
prediction for the last 2 episodes, episode 7, we
Mm-hmm.
get more of Jane. We
Yeah,
see something with
the son.
Teri and what's her name, but we see more of Jane.
All right.
And then episode 8, Teri and Xavier are making their way back to the bunker. And then we see the baby daddy, who I didn't know was the baby daddy.
I agree with you, and I also think that the bunker's gonna be blown up. I think they're gonna infiltrate the season finale.
Yeah.
They will infiltrate the bunker, and now you got Paradise folks and bunker folks, some and chaos. That's
It's gonna be chaos because whilst it was getting crazy down in Paradise, they didn't have to struggle.
Yeah.
They didn't have to struggle. They
Mm-hmm.
got all the plants that they need.
Right.
They, everybody's vegan and
But Sinatra said this is temporary. She had a line where like she has a plan, I think, to go back out
oh, well then
because it's
let's see how it goes. We
I
still
think
got
they can only be down there for a certain amount of time I believe.
oh yeah, they can only be down there a certain amount of time. Yeah, and because the vice president was doing stupid stuff, he was trying to
Mm-hmm.
do something with the lights or whatever. They don't
Once
have
it's
that
done,
much
yeah,
electricity
the
or
energy,
whatever.
right, and she's siphoning off energy or whatever. This show is wild. This show is wild. If you haven't watched the show, get on board. It's right now. It's 6 episodes. It's about to end soon. You're gonna,
We are
yeah.
getting to season 3, so shout out to Sterling K. Brown and Aldous Hodge for both of their shows getting
Oh,
greenlit for another season.
across. Yes.
Yeah,
For
cross. Now, please, can we get Cross back with the black lady? Please. I know in the state of biracials, Kerry
biracial.
Washington and Tony Goldwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Godwin.
Golden, I think.
No,
However you want to
no
say it.
more. No more biracials, please. No more Lovings versus Virginia. Can we please go back to the blacks loving the blacks?
Mm.
Can I get a show like that?
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
On that note, like, subscribe. Us God girls are out.
You can't claim that no more. You ain't wore your goggles in 3 years.
The time they've been in that bunker. 3 years.
3 years.